Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my final team selection for game week 14 and the transfers that I'm thinking of making. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment what players you thinking of transferring in this week, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, in goal we do have Areola, who does have Crystal Palace at home. I'm not expecting a clean sheet in this fixture. I know it is a home game, but West Ham's defence has just been so poor. The numbers are incredibly bad, and they just cannot keep the ball out of the net. A little bit like how Brighton are at the moment. So, yeah, not really expecting anything massive from this game. The perfect situation would be a 0-0 because, of course, I'm playing Anderson this week as well. And so if, Areola gets a clean sheet and makes some save points, Anderson maybe gets some bonus points as well, would be absolutely fantastic. But as of right now, Areola in goal at home to Crystal Palace. At the back, I'm a little bit worried now because a couple of these players may not play, but I do have Tsimikas, who's got Fulham at home. He played in the fixture last night, but he did come off before Gomez, so I'm a little bit more confident that he'll start the Fulham fixture. And also, I would love him to start that fixture as well because I've not really had much luck with Tsimikas since I brought him in. I did miss the 15-pointer because he was on my bench, but I really hope he does start that Fulham game because with the injuries that I do have this week, I'm definitely going to be calling on my bench, I'm pretty sure. But either way, Tsimikas has Fulham at home. Anderson has West Ham away. I'm not worried about that. He should be absolutely fine. Again, not sure how that fixture is going to go. I don't think Crystal Palace really really keep a clean sheet in that game. I think that it'll probably finish like 1-1 and just be the worst possible situation. I will be keeping Anderson for one more week after this though, because they do have Bournemouth at home, I believe. And then after that, I will be selling because he has Liverpool, City, Brighton, Chelsea. So yeah, don't really need to keep Anderson after that Bournemouth fixture. But he's okay for a couple more weeks, but I hope he gets an attacking return because since I brought him on my Game Week 8 wildcard, he's got no attacking returns. He's made a bit of money, to be fair. He did just keep going up in price, which I don't really know why because he wasn't really getting anything, but obviously I'm very happy about it. But either way, Anderson has got West Ham away. We've got Gabriel, who's got Wolves at home. I am confident in starting. I'm not too worried. I think that is just the best defense pairing in the league right now, Saliba and Gabriel, and I don't know why Arteta would change that up. So yeah, hopefully Gabriel will play and will keep a clean sheet at home to Wolves. I know Wolves have been really, really good going forward this season, but like I say, it's at the Emirates. Arsenal have the best defense in the league. I'm gonna go with that instead of Heechan, who obviously has Arsenal away. And then I've also got Matty Cash, who's got Bournemouth away. And this is a player that I'm very much on the fence about. He very well may not start that fixture. He did start in Europe last night. I think he played the full 90 as well. I think Diaby started that game as well, actually. I think he scored as well. But yeah, with Cash starting that game, is he going to play this Bournemouth away fixture, which will be the last fixture I have him for as well? I'm not going to play him again this season, well, for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I really need him to play this week anyway, just because my bench options aren't fantastic. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think we'll get any like early team news or anything for it, but yeah, I'm just going to play him just because of the fixture, but I think Bournemouth will probably score in that game regardless. But yeah, he's been a horrible player to own, really. And I can't wait to get him out of my team, to be fair. But either way, that is the back line and the goalkeeper. In midfield, we've got Eze. We got a bit of an update on Eze this week from Moyes. I'm recording this kind of like after the Crystal Palace press conference, but before the before the Aston Villa press conference, just because I'm so busy with the rest of the day, and Emery was just taking forever to come to the press conference. But we'll talk about that anyway. But Eze, yeah, he doesn't necessarily need surgery, but he is going to be out for a few weeks, which obviously is not ideal with all the FPL deadlines we've got coming up in December. So he's an easy sell for me this week, and probably will be getting rid of him for Mbumo as well. Salah, who's got Fulham at home, is my current captaincy, but it is so close between Salah and Haaland. I generally think it might just be a coin flip, and I might just end up flipping a coin as well and just leave it to chance because yeah, they're both home fixtures. Obviously Fulham not great defensively, Spurs not great defensively because of the players that they've got out and injured and stuff like that, both on penalties. Obviously Salah does get the extra points for the clean sheet and the goal. As well as that, I think Salah is I think he's hauled like 3 times, like double digits at home this season, where Haaland's only done 1, so that's kind of going into his favour. But it very much just depends on the day. Like it's so close. Like if you choose Salah and Haaland ends up hauling, like it's not like you made a bad decision. It is so close. It literally could go either way. They both could haul. You never know. They both might score. and it could just be like a few bonus points, which is the difference. But yeah, on paper, the stats are incredibly close. But either way, he is my current captaincy at the moment just because of the extra points from clean sheet and the goals, but it could literally go either way. Saka, who's got Wolves at home, obviously played really well in Europe, so hopefully he can bring that into the Wolves fixture. And yeah, with Jesus back, Martinelli played well as well, Ødegaard back. I'm a little bit more confident about Arsenal players now. And yeah, Wolves at home is obviously a really nice fixture for Arsenal too. And then I've got Son, who's got City away. Again, has blanked very a lot recently, which is not ideal, and obviously has City away, which is the hardest fixture of the season. But I'm still fine keeping him. Obviously, when AFCON rolls around, that's going to be a bit of a problem because I will own Salah, Son, and Mbumo, Hee-chan, stuff like that. So there will be players that I will be getting rid of. Hee-chan will be fine, so I'll be getting rid of him for Palmer in the near future, so I don't have to worry about that. But with Mbumo, Son, and Salah, that's going to be obviously changing the team up quite a bit because there's a lot of money invested in those players as well, especially Salah. But yeah, we kind of just have to attack the game weeks that are in front of us now and just worry about that down the line. But either way, Son with City away, and then up top we've got Haaland, who's got Spurs at home, and Watkins, who's got Bournemouth away. So Watkins I'm pretty confident on. Again, I'm recording this before the press conference, but he obviously missed the European fixture, but I think Emery said that it was like a slight injury, like a slight problem, but it's like not too bad, and he just wanted to rest him. So yeah, hopefully he will be fine. If he's not fine, obviously I'll talk about transfers later on, but I'm pretty confident he will be okay. And then yeah, Haaland, who's got Spurs at home, he still needs to be my vice captain as well. I don't know why it's still on Watkins. I still need to change that. Who obviously I'm very excited to watch this week as well, because I think Haaland and Salah will both do big numbers. And then the bench consists of Turner, who's got Everton at home, Archer, who's got Burnley away, Hee-chan, who's got Arsenal away, and Kabore, who's got Brentford away. Kabore is back now. That was a head injury or concussion injury or whatever, so obviously he had to take a certain amount of time out, but he's fine now. He's back, so I'll have only two players technically injured, being Eze and Watkins. Eze will be out my squad this week, so we'll all depend on Watkins. The situation with Cash, though, is like, do I play Archer or Hee-chan ahead of Cash? And yeah, I mean, it could go either way, really. Like, Archer is not necessarily a bad pick this week, but the numbers are just so bad. Like, I know it's Burnley away, but with how bad Sheffield United are going forward, the numbers are just terrible going forward for them, so I don't think I'll play him. Hee-chan, Arsenal away, doesn't really make sense to play him over Cash, because obviously I'll just have an attacker playing a defender, and it's just going to minimize the points that they can both make. And I don't think Wolves will do great against Arsenal this week anyway. I think Arsenal are just too good. And then I could always play Kabore, who's got Brentford away, but I'm obviously going to be bringing him Mbumo, so there's not really much point in that. So that's how the team currently looks. Let's move over to what the transfers are looking like. So I've got 1.4 mil in the bank, and it'll be Eze out for Mbumo this week, which I'm absolutely fine with doing. I'll probably have to do that tonight if there's going to be a price change. And then obviously this week I will literally just play what my team is, but obviously Mbumo instead of Eze. And then going forward into game week 15, there's a couple of different things that I could do. I could roll the transfer, which would be fine, because I could literally just play Gabriel, Anderson, and Tsimikas, barring no injury. So I could just play those three. And then obviously play this whole midfield, because obviously Hee-chan will have Burnley, Son will have West Ham. They'll actually have the team will actually really nice, and then Watkins will obviously have City. So I can just roll the transfer and just play a 3-5-2, and then going into game week 16 I'll have 2 free transfers, and that's when I'll be getting rid of Cash. Probably Cash before Anderson, just because I want him out of my team. But that's the fixture where I'm. That's the game week where I'm maybe deciding on bringing in a different goalkeeper. So I'd be getting rid of Cash for Porro in game week 16, and then have another free transfer. I'm still fine like keeping Hee-chan for the moment because he's got Forest home, which is a fine fixture. And I know I'd be playing Porro against Newcastle at home, but I kind of want him for the fixtures that they do have coming up, and I just really like Porro as an option. I could always bring in a Chelsea defender as well, but I'm thinking I'm just going to bring in Sanchez at some point. So obviously I don't have the funds to be able to do that this week because of the whole Areola situation. So I'll have to get rid of Anderson and then bring in Sanchez. So yeah, I could always bring in a Chelsea defender, but I think I want Sanchez over Areola. So for that, I mean, I could also bring in Cole Palmer this week as well instead of Hee-chan, but I don't think it's necessarily needed to bring Palmer in for Hee-chan when obviously he's got Forest, which obviously is a nice fixture for them. They do have Everton away, but I definitely want Palmer for that Sheffield United at home game. So my 2 free transfers for that week could be Porro in and Palmer in if I wanted to do that, and then the weekend, and then the week after, I could obviously just bring in Sanchez for Areola because I've just got enough money for that. So that's one thing that I could also potentially do. If obviously things happen, I can always get rid of Anderson and bring in a different Chelsea defender, maybe like Colwell or something like that, if it's absolutely fine. There's also Lascelles that I'm kind of thinking at as well, and that would kind of like free up a lot of money. So that's obviously something else I could do that week, and just keep Areola for one more week, and then get rid of Anderson and bring in Lascelles for what is it? I mean, they would be playing each other, which isn't ideal, but that would give me a lot of money in the bank as well, give me a mil, so I could easily bring in Sanchez the week after, or Palmer. So yeah, I'm still kind of thinking about it. I don't necessarily have to bring Porro in, to be fair, for cash. I could always just get rid of cash and bring in Lascelles instead, which probably is the better option, really, because that will just easily allow me to get Sanchez. So if I get rid of cash for Lascelles, I'll then easily be able to, and this is obviously in Game Week 16 with the 2 free transfers, then bring in Sanchez for Areola as well, and that would obviously just kind of shape me up nicely for these fixtures coming up, and then after that, get Heat-Chan out for potentially Palmer or Gordon or somebody else if I really wanted to, because I would have a bit of money left in the bank for that. But I'd still need to get rid of Anderson at that stage as well, because I don't need him for those fixtures, which I've got more money kind of nestling in. So yeah, maybe I can get rid of Anderson for Porro around then, and then also bring in Palmer for Heat-Chan. But like I say, there's so many different things I could do, and obviously the game is going to come out as thick and fast, so the team is going to look completely different in a few weeks. But either way, if you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What is your final team selection for Game Week 14? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.